I think that fans are really, really interested in this year's team, in particular because so many of the players that they're watching right now, Marcus, are guys who are going to start 140 plus games for this team this season. So it doesn't matter if there's a right-hander or a left-hander on the mound. You're going to see Elliot Ramos out in left field or as the DH for 140 plus games this season. As long as he stays healthy, he's the guy. And it didn't matter that last year he was outstanding against left-handers but subpar against righties. The Giants just wanted to enter this season giving him the opportunity to get everyday at-bats to ensure that he was in the lineup and that he could improve against right-handers, that he wasn't in a platoon situation. The same is true of Jung-Hoo Lee. He's someone who makes a ton of contact. Right-hander or left-hander on the mound, you're going to see Jung-Hoo every single day. The Giants marketing department has jumped on that with the Jung-Hoo crew. So you know that he's going to be in the 3 spot. Right-hander or left-hander on the mound, it doesn't matter. The same is true of Matt Chapman. The same is true of Willy Adames. And all of a sudden, you're no longer mixing and matching. You're no longer figuring out which pieces work against which pitcher. Fans show up to the ballpark excited to see the same guys every single day. There's recognition with these players, and there's also the recognition that in the case of Ramos, in the case of Lee, in the case of Chapman, and the case of Adames, these guys are going to be here for a while. This is a foundational core that the Giants are building around, and with Logan Webb on the hill, with the young pitchers and Landon Roop and Hayden Birdsong emerging for this ball club, a lot of the players that you see at the beginning of this 2025 season are going to be playing important roles in 27 and 28, and that means something to longtime Giants fans who had to learn the names of 64 players or 63 players in each of the last few seasons. You want that number to really be around 40 to 45 over the course of each season, and I think Giants fans spoke to that over the course of the weekend with our extended Giants warm-up pregame shows.
I think a reason why people are buying in is because Buster has a plan. And it gets back to the message of building that foundation with Buster Ball, with the identity of this team. Think about how many guys in the lineup you can actually go and buy a jersey for now. You couldn't say that a couple years ago with your mean Mercedes and Ford Proctor in the lineup or A.J. Pollock or insert whoever you want to insert here from the margin moves that were being made each and every day. I was at the ballpark all weekend long. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You know what I saw? Matt Chapman jerseys, Willy Adames jerseys, Jung-Hoo Lee jerseys, Elliot Ramos jerseys, Patrick Bailey jerseys, Logan Webb jerseys. Like, it feels like they're actually building something that could be sustainable for the next 3, 4, 5 years down the road. And I think that has to circle back to this offseason, where some people were complaining about the Giants scaling back the payroll, not spending as much money as they spent the prior year in free agency. But look at the results after spending all that money on Jorge Soler and Blake Snell, and even bringing in guys like Matt Chapman and Jung-Hoo Lee. He goes down early. It still resulted in a damn near 500 season, which leads us to today with Buster Ball and reestablishing that identity. To me, that's the key here.